Welcome, friends. Today, we're diving into a crucial topic. Have you ever felt that people seem to lose respect or look down on you without knowing why? Sometimes it's because of certain habits we unknowingly develop, habits that can harm our character and alienate those around us. Today, we'll uncover 7 habits that instantly make people lose respect for you. Together, we'll explore these habits through the lens of Stoic philosophy, to learn how to avoid these pitfalls and live with true integrity. Before we get started, type "Wisdom is the way" in the comments if you're ready to elevate your character and embrace a life of respect and resilience. Welcome to this journey into the mind of a Stoic. Today, we'll explore 7 habits that diminish our integrity, leading people to lose respect for us, even if they don't voice it. Each habit can hold us back from the life of honor and wisdom that Stoicism calls us to pursue. Let's dive into each habit with the mindset of personal growth, ready to replace them with virtues that truly enhance our character. Habit 1. Gossiping. Gossiping is perhaps one of the most damaging habits, not only to those we talk about, but also to ourselves. When we gossip, we are essentially directing our energy toward criticizing others rather than focusing on our own growth. Gossip often stems from insecurity. When we lack a strong sense of self, we turn outward, diverting attention from our flaws by focusing on others. Gossiping creates an environment of mistrust, where people wonder if they are your next subject when they're not around. Epictetus teaches us to be mindful of our speech because words reveal the content of our character. He encourages us to look inward, to question our motives, and to hold ourselves to high standards. Rather than discussing others' flaws, the Stoic path directs us to self-reflection and understanding. Epictetus would remind us, if it's not right, don't do it. If it's not true, don't say it. When you feel the urge to gossip, take a moment to consider what your intentions are. Ask yourself why you feel the need to speak about someone else. Is it rooted in envy, insecurity, or judgment? Instead, practice silence, or, better yet, use that time to improve your own understanding and abilities. For the next week, make a commitment to refrain from speaking about others in a negative light. At the end of each day, reflect on moments where you might have gossiped. How did resisting gossip make you feel? Did it help you focus on your own journey rather than others? Each moment of silence is a victory for self-restraint and integrity. Habit 2. Complaining constantly. Complaining has a way of magnifying small irritations and making them seem insurmountable. When we complain, we focus on what's wrong instead of what's within our control to improve. Stoics teach that complaining is a waste of energy and a sign of internal unrest. It not only affects how others see us, but also diminishes our own mental resilience. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that we are given everything we need to handle challenges. Stoicism emphasizes gratitude for what we have and what we can control. Marcus advises us to ask, "What can I do about this situation?" rather than focusing on the negative aspects. It's an invitation to adopt an active, solution-oriented mindset. Instead of complaining, practice problem-solving. The next time you're tempted to complain, stop and ask yourself what action you can take to change the situation. If it's something beyond your control, consider how a Stoic would view it, with acceptance and patience. By focusing on constructive actions, you earn respect for your resilience and maturity. For a day, carry a small notebook. Every time you catch yourself about to complain, write it down instead. At the end of the day, review the list and ask yourself, how many of these complaints were within my control? How could I have approached them differently? This exercise helps us see just how much of our energy goes to fruitless complaints and how much more powerful we feel when we redirect it. Habit 3. Boasting and self-promotion. Boasting is often a sign of deep-seated insecurity. When we constantly seek validation, it's because we're uncertain of our worth and crave external reassurance. However, true confidence doesn't need to announce itself. In the eyes of a Stoic, humility is a mark of strength, while boasting reveals weakness. Seneca taught that a life well lived speaks for itself, without needing to be broadcasted. The real mark of strength lies in one's ability to carry out actions silently, allowing results to shine on their own. A Stoic would argue that accomplishments lose value when flaunted, and that people respect quiet confidence. Challenge yourself to keep your achievements to yourself. Instead of talking about what you've accomplished, focus on your next goal. Recognize that seeking validation from others is temporary, while self-assurance lasts. Those who matter will respect your actions more than your words. For the next few conversations, make a conscious effort to listen more than you speak. Practice shifting the attention away from yourself and toward others. You'll find that focusing on others strengthens relationships and brings a sense of fulfillment. This exercise builds humility and creates deeper, more authentic connections. Habit 4. Lack of self-control. Lack of self-control manifests in impulsive actions, whether through anger, indulgence, or an inability to resist temptations. Stoicism views discipline as the foundation of a strong character, and losing control signals that we're allowing external forces to dictate our inner state. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that true power is found in mastering our mind, not letting external events control us. By exercising restraint, we cultivate a sense of calm and inner peace. This self-mastery earns respect and keeps us aligned with our highest values. Begin by observing your impulses. When tempted to act without thought, pause and reflect. Ask yourself if this action aligns with your character and values. By practicing mindfulness, you strengthen your inner discipline and reinforce your resilience. Start a practice of mindful meditation each morning. Focus on your breathing and remind yourself of your intentions for the day. In moments of temptation, bring yourself back to your morning intention and remind yourself of the strength that lies in self-control. This simple exercise can ground you and keep you centered. Habit 5. Blaming others. Blaming others for our shortcomings weakens our character, revealing a lack of self-accountability. Stoics believe that we must own our actions, even when things go wrong, because doing so helps us grow. Epictetus emphasized that while we cannot control everything, we are always responsible for our responses. When we blame others, we shift power away from ourselves. By taking responsibility, we reclaim power over our lives. Instead of pointing fingers, practice asking, "What can I learn from this?" Embrace mistakes as opportunities for growth. This shift in perspective helps build resilience and strengthens respect from those around us. Keep a journal of situations where things didn't go as planned. Instead of noting down what others did wrong, focus on what you could have done differently. Reflect on how this mindset shift helps you take ownership and feel more empowered. Habit 6. Being unreliable. Reliability is one of the most significant markers of character. When we fail to keep our promises or neglect our responsibilities, it erodes trust. People rely on us because they believe in our word, and the moment we falter, it plants seeds of doubt. Stoicism teaches that trustworthiness is a foundation for healthy relationships and a reflection of our inner discipline. Marcus Aurelius often reflected on the value of one's word and the importance of showing up for others. To be dependable is to align our actions with our words consistently. Reliability is not only a commitment to others, but also a commitment to ourselves, to the values we uphold. When people can trust that you mean what you say, it reflects an unshakable strength of character. Commit to doing what you say you will do. Start small, with personal promises, and honor them. For example, if you say you'll begin a task at a certain time, follow through. Over time, these small promises build into a larger sense of self-trust. When you show up for yourself, it naturally extends to others. and people recognize that reliability in you. For the next week, write down each commitment you make, no matter how small. Track your follow-through on each of them at the end of the day. When you miss a commitment, reflect on why and how you can improve next time. This practice sharpens your self-awareness and strengthens your resolve to be someone others can rely on. It's a powerful exercise in discipline that will help you earn back respect through your actions. Habit 7. Closed-mindedness and lack of growth. Closed-mindedness is a habit that can hinder us from achieving our full potential. It restricts us to a narrow view, often fueled by fear of change, unfamiliarity, or a desire to feel secure. Stoicism encourages an openness to learning and adapting, as well as the humility to know that we are always students in life. To grow, we must be willing to accept that we don't know everything. Seneca in his letters advised us to constantly question and expand our understanding. To be wise is to acknowledge the vastness of knowledge we don't yet have. A closed mind, on the other hand, is an imprisoned mind. By embracing openness, we adopt the flexibility needed to navigate life's challenges, and we foster respect from others by being adaptable and insightful. The first step to overcoming closed-mindedness is awareness. Ask yourself why you might resist new ideas or perspectives. Is it rooted in fear, pride, or habit? Once you identify the reason, actively seek opportunities to challenge yourself. Engage with ideas that make you uncomfortable or interact with people who hold differing opinions. These actions build mental resilience and deepen your understanding. Once a week, read or watch something on a topic you know little about or have strong opinions against. Reflect on your initial reactions. Were you defensive, skeptical, or surprised? Take a moment to understand where those feelings come from and what you learned. This exercise opens your mind to new possibilities, encouraging growth and adaptability. As we conclude, remember that every action shapes our character. By identifying and eliminating habits that do not serve us, we open the door to a more purposeful, respected, and peaceful life. Stoicism is a path that calls us to rise above our weaknesses and refine our character. Each habit we shed, each virtue we cultivate, brings us closer to the wisdom, strength, and calm we seek. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Reflect on these insights, apply them with intention, and see how they transform not only how others see you, but more importantly, how you see yourself. Leave a comment below with the habit you're working to change, and let's encourage each other on this path of growth and resilience. Ready to build a life of integrity, resilience, and respect? In this video, we explore 7 habits that weaken our character and push people away. Discover how Stoic philosophy helps us break these habits and become the best versions of ourselves. Watch to the end to see how you can start this journey today. Let us know the habit you're tackling first, and join our community in the pursuit of wisdom. If you found this video helpful, hit subscribe and share it with someone who's ready to embrace the Stoic way of life.